Those of us that love nature, that love the earth, we all know the beauty of the earth, the gift of it in our lives. But have you ever really truly acknowledged the consciousness of the earth and the communication that that consciousness is having with you all the time? I know for me, I never even conceived of the possibility that the earth was communicating with me. It was outside of my world. I always looked at it as this gorgeous thing that I wanted to be around all the time. And I just felt good when I was in nature. I never really knew why. What if nature actually feels good when you're with it too? What if nature is continuously contributing to you and communicating with you? It will talk to you about the future. It will communicate what's coming. It will ask for your gift of energy, and it will also desire to gift particular energy to you. Sometimes it goes unacknowledged though. So today, I would like to share with you seven signs that the earth is communicating with you. So I started with 4, and then as I started to create the list, I got more information from the earth as it was communicating with me. Truly, the whole kind of reasoning behind creating this video was the earth asking me to. So how cool is that? So 7 signs that the earth is communicating with you. So sign number 1, this is probably the most obvious one. You just have a pull to go into nature. Now you might think it's for you, and it might be for you, but it also might be the earth asking you to come and be in nature. You might find yourself like, oh, you're looking outside and you're like, oh, I just want to go out there. I want to go to the beach. I want to go do something. We sometimes tell ourselves the reason that we want to do that is because of A, B, C, D, E, and G. But what if it's actually the earth pulling you? That's why you have a pull to go into nature, is that it's energetically pulling you and it's pulling your body to go be in nature. Now, if you have a day job and you can't get out to nature, you can actually flow energy with that pull. You just can't get out of nature that day, acknowledge the pull, acknowledge the communication, and just flow energy. Yeah, it's so easy. It's so fun. All right. Sign number 2, your body hurts. Now, this tool that I got from Access Consciousness, the greatest set of tools and techniques that I've ever come across, and everything we talk about here is springs off of Access Consciousness. But one of the greatest tools I learned was that body pain can be the earth communicating with you. And it's actually when we're willing to contribute that energy that the pain can disappear as if by magic. You might not believe me. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you this little tool. And when I did it, it was so undeniable to me that I could not ever not know, like I couldn't unknow what I knew about this dynamic contribution and communication going on with the earth. So if you take a body pain that you have right now, maybe you don't have a pain, but if you do have a pain, let's do this. And you can use this in the future. You can take this little tool, tuck it in your pocket and pull it out if you do have a pain. And you can ask, is this the earth? If you get a sense of lightness, if you get a sense of a yes, if it's like, okay, then you actually take that energy of the pain, because it's just information, okay, that intensity, we solidify it and we buy it into something. You know, I know people, when it rains, they get arthritis. You could have back pain. You've probably told yourself why you have this pain. You've made up a reason and justification. That's what, the way our brain does computation, right? It's always computing and concluding. Well, if you go beyond the computing and the concluding to the awareness, and you go, oh, is this the earth? And you get light. So then you take that pain, whatever it is. And then on 3, you actually just, as if you could pull that pain out of your body and just gift it to the earth. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whoo! Now, whether I have pain or I don't have pain, every time I do that with the earth, I have more energy. I feel more alive and more energized. So you can't hurt. It can't hurt to do it. Okay. But what's showed up for me and a lot of clients and people in my classes is that if they gift that pain to the earth, often the pain literally disappears out of their body completely. So that can be one of the ways that the earth is communicating to you, is that your body's showing you pain because you're not listening. And it's an awareness of an energy that you can use to contribute. Sign number 3 is that you're tense or you have a sense of stress, but you don't really have a reason for it, or you're trying to make up a reason for it, but it's not even really matching. Often if there's communication going on and we're ignoring that communication, we have to create a contraction around us, a barrier, an avoidance of what's going on. And that contraction causes stress in the body. It causes tension. So if the earth is communicating with you and you're avoiding it and ignoring it and pretending that it's not, and the earth might be very loud, you might be trying to get smaller, you might be contracting around to pretend that everything is normal and you're totally normal and you don't talk with the earth. And what are you talking about? That could be a sign that the earth is communicating with you. What if you just asked, oh, is this the earth communicating with me? What is it communicating with me that I have not been willing to know? Now, this is a really good indication of stuff to do with future. It might be communicating with you some possible futures that are showing up, or other things like that. Sign number 4, you're more tired than usual. It's like you just can't get enough sleep. It doesn't matter if you've had your 8 hours, your 9 hours, you're just tired. Through the day, you feel tired. Up till we go, it must be my diet, it must be this, it must be that, maybe my bed's uncomfortable, maybe. Sometimes it's actually that tiredness is the earth communicating with you. So again, you could use that tool. You could ask, is there an energy that the earth is requiring of me? Or you might acknowledge maybe you are gifting an energy to the earth and your body just requires some more sleep during this season, okay? Yeah, so if you're more tired than usual, is the earth communicating with me? Do I need to do anything about it? Or just have allowance for the sleep that your body is asking for? What am I at? Number 5. Yes, I have a list. Number 5 is, are you having dreams about nature or the earth? You might be having dreams about dolphins. I have a lot of dreams about trees often, and almost as though the trees can speak to me. You might be having dreams about being in the ocean, dreams about climbing mountains. It could be something totally different, but you can ask if it's very earth related. Is the earth communicating with me? Is that what's going on? Now, some people make dreams absolutely crazy significant. I invite you not to do that and not to make it this big significant answer to something that's in your dreams, but you could just get curious and ask, is the earth communicating with me? Is there anything I need to do or need to choose around this? What do I know about this that I'm pretending not to know about this? And just be like, hello, earth. You get you're communicating with me and listening. Number 6, you might have cold or flu-like symptoms going on. And again, just ask the question, is this sick? Am I sick? Or is this the earth? Am I facilitating something for the earth? So we actually, our bodies, our miraculous bodies, and our infinite being, we facilitate the earth all the time, just as the earth facilitates us. So if the earth is asking for change, evolution, contribution, some sort of transformation, we and our bodies will facilitate that. And sometimes it shows up like these cold flu symptoms, but you don't necessarily actually have a virus. So you could just ask if you have like, you might even go, oh, you might assume, oh, these are allergies. Well, ask the question, are these allergies or is this the earth? Am I facilitating something for the earth? If you feel that cold flu stuff coming on, am I facilitating, or my body and I facilitating something for the earth? Often when you acknowledge it, it gets lighter and the symptoms most likely disappear, or they go through way faster than when you don't acknowledge it. And when you conclude that, oh, I must have a cold, I must have a virus, there must be something else going on here. So if you have these symptoms show up, is this the earth communicating with me? Am I facilitating something for the earth? And how much ease can I have with that facilitation? Number 7 signs that the earth is communicating with you is that you might actually perceive its vibration. You might actually perceive a vibration in the earth, kind of like sensing an earthquake. And you might even live in a place where the earth does not quake. But it's almost like you sense an earthquake. Or have you ever sensed like it's a beautiful day, but you sense almost that storm energy, and later in that day you have a big crazy storm show up, or the winds pick up? You might be sensing something like that earthy kind of vibration. And that might be the earth communicating with you. You just ask that question. Don't make it significant. Don't conclude anything. Is this the earth? You have this like, whoa, this vibration, like an earthquake or like a volcano or like a storm. You have this sense of this vibration. Is the earth communicating with me? Is there something I could receive here from the earth or gift to the earth? Is there something required? Or is it just acknowledging that communication and being in that acknowledgement and seeing what shows up for you? So play with these 7 signs, and truth, there's so many more, but what I love is that if you'd start to play with these and look at where and when and how is the earth communicating with you through your body, through your being, through your life and living all the time. And the more you acknowledge that communication, it actually grows and it becomes greater. And the contribution, the gifting and the receiving that you have with the earth becomes greater as well. It is such for me, an absolute honor to have such communion with the earth, such contribution, such communication. And I ask all the time to grow that, to have more with this miraculous earth and this nature, this being, this consciousness that is so available to us and so willing to contribute. And I hope that grows for you as well. If you like this video, please feel free to share it. Sharing it really gets it out into the world, and I'd love more people to see these videos. Please like, please share, please subscribe, all the things. And I would love to hear from you in the comments if there's a particular way that the earth communicates with you, so that others can go, oh my God, that shows up for me too. And as we share these different ways, it enriches everyone's awareness of their own unique communication with the earth. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next video.